Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring this video, and this is the second take of it. Um, so I started coughing, and sometimes that's a sign that something might be trying to block your throat chakra, is what I've heard before. But thank you for joining me. So I wanted to talk with you about not settling for less than you want. So I was talking about Pluto went into retrograde May 4th, and it's a time where we're introspective. It's a time when we're thinking about doing things that we could do for the common good, how we spend our money, finances, thinking about um, another part of it is our intuition is more sharp, and we are um, able to be more articulate and speak on the things that we understand and are thinking. So we have more power, is what I was reading about. And also, Libra moon is coming up tomorrow. Now, we know the energy sometimes extends for a couple days or a week in one direction, a couple days in another direction. So it could be yesterday, today, it could be a week, after. But this moon encourages us to love all things beautiful and be attracted to all things beautiful. You may want to organize things. You may want to change your look, do your hair a different way. You may want to have things neat and tidy for yourself. Um, and you also may be focused on balance, making sure that everyone is getting an equal amount out of a situation. So you want to benefit, the other person also benefits, so it's reciprocity. Um, and so I was talking about this movie and about this, this idea not settling for less than you want. So it was um it was the idea, like I was saying with the Libra moon, of balance, things being fair, everyone benefiting from things, loving beautiful things, relationships. Libra can be a lot of things. So could be sensuality, very feminine and things like that. So Venus, you know, Venus is the ruler, and it could be a lot of beautiful things. So if you're thinking, like I said, of changing your look or your style or whatever, it could be that. So I was talking about this movie called The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and in this movie, it was showing different perspectives. And now I was talking about, I was driving across Texas and I saw this um, a whole bunch of shooting stars, or I don't know if it was a meteor shower. I had not heard that it was supposed to be a meteor shower that night, but I've heard recently that we're facing a meteor shower. Like the last couple days, we've been seeing a meteor shower. I haven't seen, I haven't looked out of the window 3, 4 in the morning, but that's what I heard. But what I was saying was, in this movie, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, the the apprentice could see things. He could see into different dimensions, from what I gather. And so something was going on. There was this huge event going on in the sky, and this lady who was like a witch or something, her name was Morgana, and the apprentice could see this thing that was going on. He had his girlfriend with him. So you could switch to the perspective of the apprentice, and you could see everything that was going on, this whole event in the sky. And then you would switch to his girlfriend's perspective. She couldn't see anything. We, as chosen ones, Those of you who are chosen ones, or maybe all of you are chosen ones, but we can see into different dimensions. We can see different things other people cannot see. And this might be a time when you're letting go of some friendships, you're distancing yourself from other people. If the relationship is not right, if the friendship is not right, you're going to find yourself moving away from that person. If you try to stop the process that God has in place, you'll get the consequences. I'm not sure what that is for each person. I'm sure God speaks to you in a different way. But I know for me, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And eventually, I'll find my way away from the relationship. If it's, not a problem, then I'll know that too. Some people can't come with you, and that's the way it goes. So, in the movie, like I'm saying, you see the apprentice, his perspective, he could see everything that's going on. His girlfriend can't see anything. You switch back to the apprentice, he can see. Switch to his girlfriend, she cannot see. And what I was hearing about this meteor shower is that some of us will be able to see, some of us will not. I believe it because I think I was saying was driving across Texas, and I started seeing all of a sudden all these shooting stars. I'm like, I do not remember ever seeing this many shooting stars in any sky ever. I'm talking to my buddy, and I start seeing the shooting stars. I'm like, whoa, I see another shooting star. Get off the phone with her. I see star after star after star after star, like 15 shooting stars. I'm like, what is this? And then when I went back home and I was driving down the street, I start seeing these shooting stars again. I'm like, this is crazy. I don't even know what to say about this. People are not going to believe me when I tell them that I can just keep seeing shooting stars like that. I'm seeing these shooting stars. And I haven't looked out yet to check out the meteor shower that they said was going on. But what I'm saying is, you can see these things sometimes, hear things, see into different dimensions, and everyone can't see it. So I just encourage you to remember, everyone is not meant to be next to you. Some people are meant to be separated from you. Do not keep pushing things, forcing things. Leave it alone. If it's meant to be, there's nothing that will be able to separate you. And if it's not meant to be, there will be nothing that can bring you together. Um, that was great. That was confirmation. I usually don't catch it. I hope you saw that in the background. Heard it, in the background. That's funny. But what I noticed, excuse me, is that sometimes, like I said, and I got the confirmation that nothing will be able to separate you if you're meant to be together, and nothing will be able to bring you together if you're meant to be apart. And all your efforts and all that stuff, like the gurus will tell you, the more you try, the less it works for you. So just be mindful of this. That sometimes it's not meant to be, and you'll know. But if it's something that you want, God puts the desire in your heart. And that's something else I was thinking about. That God will put a desire in your heart if it's meant to be. how it goes. But if it's meant to be, God will make a way. Alright, so I thought this was an interesting video to do. But I hope you tell me in the comments what you think about it. But just, I encourage you, to go after the things that you want as far as relationships, friendships, and things like that go. Know that um, you doors will open when it's meant to be. Doors will close when it's not. Be excited when God puts things in your heart, in your spirit, because God is going to help it to come to be. And we have to continue to stay on top of things when it comes to the manifestations that we're trying to do. But remember, it's like the more you try, the less it works. So don't try, just do it. That's it. But it's important for us to do our best. And we know if we're honest, if we're doing our best or not. And we have to continue with our efforts, If something is promised to us, it's sort of like if you got this business and the deal is, okay, you work Monday through Friday, I don't know, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. or something. And, or let's say you work even 3 days a week, whatever. $20 a week it would come up to, let's say. And you say, okay, if I get this business, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna work on it, I'm gonna do all the stuff that I need to do, I'm definitely gonna do it. And then you don't change your life so that you can do this. Why not? You ask for it, you gotta prepare for it, you gotta get ready, you gotta do all the stuff that you're supposed to do. And that's what you should be working on. And if you're not, why are you not doing that? You got to prepare yourself for the life that you want, for the person that you want to bring into your life and all that. Do the things that you know you need to do. And if you don't, when you get what you want, do not complain that you lost it, because you asked for it and then you didn't do everything that you could to maintain it. Alright, so I'm going to end for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and hoping that everyone has happy lightning fast manifesting. And I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Alright, love y'all. Bye for now.